All right, so do you want me to use this program right here to do that? Okay, so let me throw in a button down here. Um, I'll put a button here in the middle. How about that? Okay. Let me go look at the size of these buttons because I forget. 32 by 32. So when I hit this center button here, I'm going to call this button, I'll call this button BTN morph. Okay, because I will morph my Pac-Man player. Um, maybe I ought to morph my. Maybe I ought to not morph. I probably don't want to morph Pac-Man because he has 2 different Pac-Mans in there. Does everybody understand that? Actually, he has 4 different Pac-Mans in there. Does everybody understand that? He has like closed, almost opened, a little bit more. Okay, you guys with me? So there's 4 Pac. So actually, what you're asking to do is in this program. Okay, but what I'll do here is I'll call this my morph button. So let me go to the internet and let me get a morph button, and we'll call this morph button, morph button, images. Okay, so morph animation. Let's go fire button. Oh, that's cool. Look at that dude right there. That's pretty cool too. You guys see any of these buttons you like here? Kind of like that one there. That's kind of cool. It's kind of a sweet button. I don't know. It kind of looks like an image of a head almost. So I will go ahead and save that, my fire button. And I'm going back to MIT, and I'm going to make this height 32 pixels by 32 pixels. Okay, and I'm going to make it a round button because my other ones are. And its text is going to be nothing. And its image is going to be that fire button. Documents, CS1. Thank you. Pack attack. Alright, so that's my morph button. Doesn't look that good, that's small. So let's go ahead and change our guest appearance of the Android dude. Okay. So let me go and what do you want Android to change into? A dog. That's a good idea. How about Miss Pac-Man? That's a real good idea. I like that. So we'll change. We will go get an image of Miss Pac-Man. Okay. So let's go out here to go back and we'll do a search on Miss Pac-Man. I think it's an MS, and it is. Hello, 2D. Do they have any 2D? There she is. Alright, so there's Miss Pac-Man. And I'm going to copy that. I'm going to save that image. Okay. So now that image is saved. And let's go make sure it has transparencies in it. If not, it's going to look stupid. Okay, so edit with GIMP. See if Miss Pac-Man has transparencies. We got to have transparencies, right? If not, you've got that white block around there, and that is not good. She does not have a transparency. We're going to add an alpha channel, color pick, go to white, delete. She now has transparencies. File, export as, cannot be a JPEG. What does it have to be? PNG. We're going to save that into my pack attack folder. It is. Hit export twice, export again. That's in there. Here we go, MIT. And now really all I have to do is see how you can upload this into your media file. I don't have to upload this into my image file. I can just upload her into my image file. Okay, so let's go find which one's a PNG. It's that one. Hit OK. And now that's into my image file here. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to blow this up. Okay, Michael, you got to go here and you have to find out that exact name. Do you see the file name of her? So it's miss-pacman.png. I have to know that exact file name because I'm going to have to say, okay, switch images here. Okay, you guys with me on this? Okay, so I'm going to go into my code. I'm going to start writing code for that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a counter because if they click it once, I want it to go to Miss Pac-Man. If they click it again, I want to go back to Android. Are you with me on that? So the click can always toggle back and forth. So all I'm going to do is count, right? And I'll make a counter here. So I'm going to make a variable. Does everybody know how to make a variable now? Okay, and I'll call this counter. And I will set it equal to 0. And then down here, I will just go get that button. What was the button's name? There it is, BTN Morph. So when I click on my Morph button, and I'll go over here. So this is my Morph button here. So this is all you do. Are you ready? Michael, this is it. So I'm going to do an if statement. And I'm going to say if the counter divided by 2 is equal to 0. And let's see if they have a mod in here. So if math I think it's this one here. I got to figure out how to do that. I'm not sure how they, we in Java we have a mod you can divide by 2 and get the remainder. A modulus looks at the remainder. Okay, so like 1 divided by 2, 1 mod 2 would be 1, 2 mod 2 would be 0 because 2 goes into 2 evenly. So then 3 mod 2 would be 1. It's odd. So 2 would go in there one time with a remainder of 2. Do you guys ever remember doing like long division and you had that little R remainder there? That's like a modulus. So I could say if, I think I might have to do an equals here. I don't know. I think I might have to put this in here. So let me see. Yeah, so if modulus of, if remainder of, here you go, remainder of So then I could do, so if remainder of, so let's go get our counter. So then I need my variable here, and I'm going to put in a counter. So I'll go get my counter. Get counter, there it is. And, oh, I know what I do. I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to do the math with the counter. So let's go ahead and I need to set my counter. So variable. So when you click the button, you're going to have to set your counter equal to counter plus 1. So then you got to go back into get your counter. Counter plus 1. Let's go get some math here, get a number. Okay, so do you guys see where I'm adding 1 to the counter every time? And if I want to put in a label, I could put in a label here. Let's see if I'm using the screen at all. So let's just go to screen1.text. 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 Where's text at? Set title. I guess it's set title too. I'm going to get my global variable. Counter. Okay, so I'm going to say if the remainder of get the global counter divided by 2. So I'll put in a number here. I'm probably getting more complex than you wanted to, but this is good. You're getting to learn about modulus here. Okay, is equal to, and it doesn't matter here. You could put in a 0 or a 1. So I'm saying if the remainder of the global counter divided by 2 is equal to 1, that's what is that? That or 0, that's an even number. If it's an even number, then you're going to do the other, whichever one you want, okay? And really, I don't think we can divide by 2 here, so I better start this counter at 1. Not sure it's going to let us divide by 0 divided by 2. Remember, you can't. Yeah, we can do that. I'm sorry, we don't need to. We can go 0 here because you can. 0 divided by 2 is 0, right? So that works. I was thinking you can't divide by 0, right, in math. So then, so if you're one of these, then I'm going to go ahead and take my image Android. So where's image Android at? So I'm going to set the image Android sprite dot picture. Michael, you paying attention to this here? And then I have to give it its exact name. So you got to go back into your text. Okay. And then remember the name of Miss Pac-Man? So it was ms dash Pac-Man .png, and that has to be exactly, or it won't work. Okay. And then you can just do an else here, and I can drag an else in here. I really just need an else. And then here, else, duplicate this. And then I need to go back over here and get the exact name of Android. Okay, so what's the exact name of my Android guy? Super Android with a capital A .png. So I go back here, and Michael, you have to put in super capital ANDROID .png. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and run this and see if this works. I'm going to connect my. Who has my number 30? That's how this works. You know, you put a counter in here. You add 1 to your counter. I went ahead and showed my counter in my screen title. And then I tested the counter and said if the remainder of the counter is divided by 2 is equal to 0, that would be an even number. If it's even, go ahead and set it to Miss Pac-Man. Else, it's got to be odd. Set it to back to Super Android. Okay, so that's a quick lesson, quick tutorial on counters and changing images. So I'm going to save that.